Good afternoon everybody, this is Jackie Hayes speaking. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator, have been for the last 10 years and I still enjoy every moment of it, and I hope you enjoy and see my cards and my video. This is the second one, so hopefully I will get better. This is a card we're going to make today, and the challenge was layering cards. Now I think these dies are lovely for layering. That's the inside that I've done. It's the shimmer white with basic black Calypso coral, and I've got the blender pens which are Old Olive, Daffodil Delight, Crumb Cake and Calypso Coral. The stamp set I'm using is Free as a Bird, and that one comes as a bundle, which you get 10% off if you order it as a bundle, and that comes with the stitched nested labels dies, and they are lovely because they're stitched all the way around, and you can do two cards with them being stitched. I don't know whether I can hold them up. Can you see that? That's holding them up a little bit closer so you can see that they've got the stitching on both sides of the card when it's cut. So basic black is what I've used on the background, and the gilded gems, which are those, some new ones that's come in, and they are lovely. They're coming in the new catalogue. Right, I'll get started, and what you need first is your card, which like I said before, it is shimmer white, and it's A5 folded at 10.5 centimeters, and that makes your base card. And we're going to do it landscape today, not portrait. The next bit is Calypso Coral, and that is 10 by 14. And the first thing I'm going to do is I've got Versamark, and I've got the leaves from out of the Free as a Bird set, and I'm just going to put a few leaves in Versamark. You don't need a lot, but it does take the blandness off the card. Well, just put a couple more on. And that's all I've done with that. If you can just see that, that's all I've done with it. Okay, then that one is ready to be mounted onto the card. I then need, where is it? I need a piece of card, which I haven't got, but I will stamp it with this one. And this is for the bird stamp. And we'll just measure that. That is on the smaller of the two for this one. It won't go on that way, so we'll try it that way. Smaller of the two there. And while that is drying, we then can punch out the other bits that we need to do. Just get the big shot over. And we'll cut out the black on this one. And we'll cut out the white on that one. Sorry if I make the table wobble again. And that's the shape it comes out. Oops, I've lost it. That's the shape it comes out. And the black one is to put as a frame round it at the back. So that's the two larger of the layers. The smaller of the layers is there underneath the card. Is in the larger of the small, if that one makes sense, the larger of the small layers is in black also. And that is the same shape as that one. Lid. I'll just move this one out of the way because I need to get some more paper, if you excuse me a minute. Oh, might be able to do that one. Oh dear. Things aren't going right today. It's not quite big enough. I won't be. Just talk amongst yourselves while I finish this off. Sorry about that. I am back now. It's not going to work, that one. And we will stamp the bird again, but on the middle this time, seeing as I didn't have enough paper for it. Didn't get my card. So that's just how that is. And that's ready now for doing the colouring, and I will just stamp a flower, and that's the flower from this. We still need another piece of paper, I think, another piece of card. I'm not doing very well today, but I will cut this out first. And all you have to do when you're cutting out is use your scissors and keep them in the same position. Just move the card around so that it's it's the card that's moving all the time, and you are still cutting, but it makes it a more even cut. So there's the flower ready cut out. And then for this bit, what we're going to do is we're going to colour in. And when I showed you the card, I only coloured in the branch, the flower here, and I didn't colour the birds in. It's when you're using this type of stamp set, it's entirely up to you. What I always say to everybody is, it's your card, you can do it as you like. If you want to colour birds in, or you want to colour ships in, anything like that, that's fine. I was always happy with that. Now we're just using, I've got the Old Olive combo, and to do this bit you just use the bullet end of it, not the thick end, and just do a little bit of dark detail on your leaf. It just shows you some detail on it and where you can put shade in. When you come to do the lighter bit, which is in a second, it makes it so that it blends in, and that's what these are. These are blenders. And then with the bullet end again, because they're only fine pieces, you just swirl it round, and then you'll find that the darker colour will blend into the lighter colour, which makes it look more leaf-like. And it doesn't really take very long to do it, because you, apart from staying inside the lines, it's entirely up to you how you want to do these. You can do them all light, or you can do them all dark, or you can do them in 2 different shades. That's the leaves done on that one. And we'll do the flowers on, we'll do the branch next. The branch is in Crumb Cake. The both light and dark blends come in a pack. In this catalogue you could buy them single, but I think it's in the new catalogue coming out that you can't buy them single, you've got to buy them in a pack. But for a pack they are only $15.75 for 2, and they're alcohol based, so they blend really easily. Right. Got that done. It's a light one. Now I'll just do the flowers on this one, and this is a Crumb Cake, the Calypso Coral, and that's the light one and dark. And each one of these comes with a line on each side end of the pen, and that shows a thick end. That's the thick end of the brush. And that's the bullet end of it. So you've got a thick and a bullet. The bullet end is really for doing intricate and small pieces, which these flowers are. Just when I'm not going to do any more on that now, but when you do these on card, you'll find that it always bleeds through, so you're better off having it on a piece of scrap white or scrap card that you're not going to use, because as you can see it is bleeding through. This is quite a thicker card than what the Whisper White is, and it sort of bleeds through a little bit less than they do, which, if that makes sense. I'll just do this flowers again, and this is on the inside. Do the leaves. And just finish these leaves off, and that's the colouring done for the birds. And there they are. That's as easy as that. That's two that's done. If you wanted then to colour the birds in, obviously they would take more time, but you blend them just the same and go round in a circle. The flower is just easy as well. I will put some yellow in the middle of that one. Use the bullet end of that one. And just a little bit of darker Calypso Coral so that it blends in. Just swirl it round, go round and round in a circle, and you'll find then that they will blend in quite easily, and you won't have them horrible lines that you get with an ordinary marker pen or even pencils or even marker crayons. You always get them horrible lines with it, but with these they blend in really well. And that's that one done. So then now the only thing we've got to do is finish off the card and lost my Tombow, and I've used Tombow glue for this one because that way then it slips about and you can manoeuvre it into position a little bit easier. And that's straight. I will put this one in the middle. I'm not going to, like again I did yesterday, I'm not going to put a saying in the middle because everything that way, then you can use it for any type of card. If you put a saying in, you're stuck for a certain, if it's a happy birthday saying, it's a happy birthday card you've got to send. So that's that one. And with it being a shimmer white, you get the crystal effects already. I'm going to put this one, I'm going to use a Tombow flat on it. This is where I haven't got my other piece of card. For my saying, which I should have made sure I got that before we started, but it's not a big deal. And the saying I'm using is saying, your friendship means the world to me. And in these times, I think it says a lot. I need to just cut that out. And you're better off stamping it first and then cutting it out. Even if you're using a punch or a die, just stamp it first and then you can position it straight. Just fetch that back in again. And this is a magnetic plate again, so it shouldn't move about. Move that out of the way. And that one. And then this one can be Tombow glued onto the black. Just a fraction over. See, it's not quite level how I wanted it, but then it's not stuck completely yet, so that's fine. Can move it about. And then what I'm going to do again is I'm going to use dimensionals. I'm going to raise them up, and this is where the layering card comes into it, because you're going to do the big one first, and we're going to use the big dimensionals. Oops, I've got quite a few on there, didn't want to have them. Maybe I did. And then just take them off. We actually know where my picker tool is today, so that makes a change. And it helps taking these off. It's a easy system. It saves them getting stuck behind your nails. And that I'm going to do, might do that on the bottom corner this time, because I've done that one on the top corner. Yes, that looks all right. And then I'm going to use the bigger ones for these. This one. But I'm going to make sure that I've got bottom part so that I can glue it rather than putting dimensionals on, because then it'll lay flat with the card. So with the top layered one, and just put a little bit of glue across there. Position that a little bit straighter. Yep, that's better. And then the flower with this one can go in that top corner, and all you need for that is just one dimensional again. And I'm going to put some gilded gems on. And this is where the picker tool is good for picking up. It's got two ends on it. One's a flat blade and one's a pointed round one, and that fits in there. You can turn it round so you've got both sides, and they're all right for picking up bits of card that you can't get hold of or anything. The other end has got a piece of blue tack in it, and that is all right for picking up gems. So all you have to do is just push it, and then your gem sticks on the top. And I'm going to put one on the flower. I'm going to put, oops, can't get hold of that one. Maybe that corner. Put one on that bit. And the rule of thumb when you're making cards is whatever it is you do in 3, 5s, 7s or 9s. So if you're putting gems on or pearls, put 3 on, put 5 on. Don't ever put 2 or 4. It's not the done thing for making cards. I'm just not quite sure where I'm going to put this one. Might just put it on that corner. Yeah. And that's your quick and easy card for today. And the challenge was layering. Okay. Thank you very much to everybody that commented on my video yesterday. It was my first one. I was very nervous, and even though you can't see my face now, I'm still a bit nervous. But today has been a little bit better, and hopefully you'll enjoy this one just as much as yesterday. And if you can't get them through, they are coming through Google. But a lot of you have said that you can't get them through Google. I'm sorry about that. I don't know how to change it. It's the size of the video that's coming that puts it into Google. If I can have a word with somebody, then I'll try and change that. But hopefully you'll stay safe. Have a good afternoon, and try and see you tomorrow. But if not, I'll send an email. All right, bye.